Hey guys, take a look at this clip here. You know what? I'm gonna answer this. First off, me when I was 19, for sure. Me now. Me when I'm 85, 80. Definitely me when I was 16. I don't know if this is gonna be spicy, maybe just a little. Either way, I'm gonna get into it. Give me a like while the intro plays. Alright, so this is going to be the story of when I first self-loved, but there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff in this too. Some things I've mentioned before, I'm pretty sure. With Puerto Ricans, especially us in New York, we love to party. And so, especially during the summertime, like on the weekends, most of the adults, most of the parents would be downstairs kind of having a block party. So lots of music, food, laughter, drinks. And the kids, we were pretty much left to our own devices. So we'd be running up and down the stairs in the apartment buildings, going in and out of each other's apartments. And that was just the norm, at least for my neck of the woods. So this time, it wasn't the summertime. I can't say for sure, but it almost has to be Thanksgiving. Now, I'm thinking not Christmas, but Thanksgiving. So this one day, me and a good friend of mine, we had been friends for a while. Both of our families knew each other well. And he was like maybe a year or two younger than I was. So we're running around playing and we end up going back to his apartment. Okay, so we walk into the living room. I'm pretty sure I was 16 at the time. Now in the living room, the middle brother, he was youngest. So the middle brother, who was about 2 years older than me, so 17, 18. The oldest brother, who was, again, about 2 years older than the next, so 19, 20, something like that. And then they had a cousin who was about my age, I think. It's like someone's laying on the couch, someone's laying on the sofa, someone's laying on the floor, I think, and everyone's underneath blankets. So we kind of just joined them. Like I sit down by the love seat and we just finished watching whatever movie it was. So afterwards, whoever had the remote is just flipping through the channel and we end up on Skinamax. So it is this full-blown adult movie that's playing. I had never seen one at this point in my life. So you think I would have been all in it, but I actually wasn't. More than anything, I was just super afraid. Like being in this situation, and in my mind, because I'm a freaking nerd, I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh, this is a male bonding ritual thing that you kind of hear about.
You stay with me and we will do the manly bonding.
Manly bonding.
Manly bonding.
Hear me.
I never done anything like this. I had heard about stuff like that, and now here it is happening. A bunch of dudes just watching an adult video. Don't want to get demonetized. So these are dudes being dudes. So at one point, the cousin kind of sneaks off into one of the bedrooms, and out of nowhere, he just goes like, ta-da! And he's, it's like he's pulled down his pants. And he was this really, really skinny, really good looking dude, but skinny. Jumps out, and all he has are like these boxer briefs, which were like too big for him. They were like really stretchy. And so he is at attention. And he's just outlining that he's at attention through the underwear. And it ends up popping out through the underwear. And dude, he was shorter than I was. But his thing was like, it looked like it belonged on a basketball player. Like someone like Shrek. Like I couldn't believe it. I don't think any of us could believe the size of it. Like he was, wow. And you could tell that he knew it because, again, doing something like that, and he's just kind of doing a lightsaber mode with it, you know? That begins this whole hormone increase that's happening in this room because, again, I'm not really paying attention to the movie. I'm just looking around at what everyone else is doing. And so I see the oldest brother who's laying on the sofa. He's kind of like touching himself and just kind of like squirming around, you know, not anything obvious, but you could tell that hormones were racing with him. Now the middle brother, who he was laying on the sofa, and again, I have my back, I'm sitting on the floor, but my back is on the sofa at the bottom. And I also had the blanket that he was using, like I had some of the blanket over me. So the middle brother kind of taps me on the shoulder, and so I look back. When I look back, he lifts open the cover and he's at attention. And I'm just kind of like, whoa. He's like he wanted me to touch it, like he mouthed it to me, and I'm like, I was so scared, like so scared. I will admit, had it been a few years later, this would have been a completely different video. But at the time, I didn't know what to do with that. Did I want to? Yes. Okay, out of all of the brothers, the middle one was like the Nick Jonas. I don't even know if Nick is the middle. He probably isn't the middle one, but he was my favorite out of the group. They were all attractive, but this middle one was my favorite. So yeah, if I were going to do anything with any of them, it would have been him. But I'm thinking, we're in this room, there's all these like, and really, actually, keeping it real, really what I'm thinking in that moment, I remember, is that this is a trick. Like, as soon as I do something, and some of you saw, I made a video about being punished for being gay even before I knew I was, some of that stuff is still playing in my head, like that people would be trying to trick me into doing stuff. So I really was thinking, we have a crowded room here. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I didn't know how. Like, no. I just said no, and that was that. So fast forward, I don't know how. Like, somehow everyone dispersed, and it was just me and my friend again. And so my friend says, pretty much straight out tells me I'm freaking aroused, and I'm going to self-love myself. And here's the thing, again, I'm 16 at this time. The weird thing is that at this point in my life, I had experimented with several of the boys in my neighborhood, the SA incident, like all of this was past all of that stuff. So it wasn't like I was unfamiliar with any of this stuff. And it's actually embarrassing because I was the gay nerd. So A+ student, I know I took sex ed and I learned about self-love. But for some reason, I had never done it. I know most guys at 11, when you hit puberty, that's when you start doing that stuff. I didn't do any of it. As a matter of fact, like I was maybe like 14, 15, something like that. I don't remember when I started to have liquid dreams. And I didn't know what that was. I really, as smart as I was, I could not put two and two together. And at first, I remember waking up and feeling that and thinking that I peed on myself. And something else that I recently mentioned is that I was a late bedwetter. So, of course, this happens, and I'm like, oh my God, it's happening again. And I'm too old for this. So, way too old for this. So I run to the bathroom and I smell it, and I'm so it's just like, to me it smelled gross. I didn't know what to do. I didn't really know what it was. I thought maybe it was pee mixed with something else. Like, that's the best that I could come up with. And so I just take toilet paper, like a whole bunch, and just stuff it in there so that it could like dry. And so the few times that I had liquid dreams, that's the same thing that would happen. I'm like, what is this? What is going on? And again, me thinking it's kind of pee and something else mixed together. Didn't know what to think. So whenever I would get aroused, even if I was by myself, I automatically went into, oh my gosh, this is wrong. I have to kill this arousal right now. And so I would just like, stop. And just, that's how closed off that I was, even by myself. That I would just shut it down, and I had to get rid of it. Like the arousal. So now my friend is telling me that he is going to do it. So I'm intrigued, as you can imagine. I don't know what it looks like. I don't like, okay, yeah, I'm beating a dead horse. So he whips it out and he starts masturbating in front of me. And I'm really thinking, like, just going back and forth, that's gonna do something. Okay, I'm watching him, and I knew about it. I knew what happens at the end, but that had never happened to me. So I'm waiting for the volcano. I'm waiting for Old Faithful to happen. And first off, he started to like make a lot of noise. He was loud. He's doing the whole Calgon, the whole I'll have what she's having thing. And I'm like frozen.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
And with excitement, with wonderment of what's happening here. So he's like, I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Watch out! Move! Watch out!
Then it just kind of drips out a little bit. And he does the whole, oh.
If I hurry, I can still catch Dick Clark.
But thinking about the look on his face, because he looked like he was having a ball, like he was in the heights of ecstasy. And so that was something like, maybe I should try that. But where? I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's me, my dad, my stepmom, my 2 sisters, and my brother. So just in my bedroom, it was me, my brother, and my 2 sisters. So, and this is a tiny New York apartment, so there was not a lot of space. I'm thinking, would I even have the time or place to do this? So, I did find myself, because again, for some reason, party mode is holidays or something's going on. But when I went back to my apartment later on, there was no one else there. And I'm like, this is the perfect time for me to do this. Of course, I couldn't do it in the bedroom because anyone could walk in any minute. There were no locks, nothing. So I couldn't do the bedroom, but there was a lock in the bathroom. Now again, this is a New York apartment, very tiny. One of those bathrooms, and when you open the door, the sink's right there, the shower's right there, and then the toilet is right there. There's not a lot of space to do much of anything, but this was my chance, right? So I'm thinking about him and all the screaming that he was doing. I couldn't let that happen, so I'm like, I need music. So I had this old like tape recorder that played music, and so I grabbed one of my tapes. I didn't have, at the time, pretty much all I had was Broadway musicals on tape. So it could have been Kiss of the Spider Woman, but I want to say it was probably the Phantom of the Opera that I was listening to, which looking back was like actually the perfect type of music for that. But I think I just picked it because it was loud. And so yeah, so I go into the bathroom with a tape recorder, Phantom of the Opera cassette, press play, and I lay, and again, this is November, so it's not like it's warm. I remember, first thing I remember is like I lay down, I took off all my clothes. And I lay down on this tile floor that was super cold. So I'm just there, at first I'm just laying down. And then hit play, and the music is coming on. And I'm thinking about everything that just happened in that living room. And again, just that quick, I'm thinking about this middle brother, thinking like, man, should I, could I, like what would have happened? And like all of these shoulda, coulda, wouldas are just flying through my brain, and thinking about him. And yeah, I start self-loving. And at first I felt silly. I felt like I'm doing this wrong. Like I'm not, this is something just does, it feels like I'm just like I would be self-loving my finger. Like it was kind of like that same sensation for me at first. I'm like, this isn't doing anything. I don't know, maybe I should. And then
we did it again. And I forgot to be scared, I guess. Cause when we did it again, I closed my eyes. surprise.
The hormones, the testosterones, the telephones, all the ohms just start racing through my body. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I remember my head getting hot and just tingling. All of my nerves started to tingle, and my body, even my fingers, I'm having these involuntary movements. And I am getting this rush of ecstasy. And yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, wow, it's like slow motion and everything is just like atmospheric, you know, I feel like I'm just floating in space. And then Old Faithful happens. Wasn't expecting it because I didn't see it with my friend. So I was just kind of thinking, oh, it's gonna like drip, drip, drip. But no, it did not. It erupted and boom, in my mouth. Oh my God, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And again, I'm just like, oh, my mouth is open, so in my mouth. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gross. But yeah, I thought it was gross, but I also thought, oh my gosh, this tastes like what that other stuff smells like. So I'm like, this is that. Ding, 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 ding. Like it finally connected. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same thing. So it's not me peeing. It's not a medical issue. I thought it was a medical issue at a point too. So no, it's not any of that. This is just like a natural thing that's supposed to happen. Another thing that was different was that there was no screaming. Like I'm not a screamer. Never, not even to this day. Well, I'm okay. TMI, right? But yeah, the what I was expecting, none of that happened. It was just, I felt everything. All that was there, but just I didn't really need the music. But that was a rare time that I actually had that private time alone in the apartment. So after that, it took me a while before I ever attempted that again. And again, it felt great, but a little part of me was scared. And again, thinking, how? I don't have the space to do this stuff. So it was, for that year, it was just that one time. And it was probably the summer of next year where I thought, things kind of clicked, and I'm like, okay, if I don't want to keep having liquid dreams, then I'm going to have to do this, because that's what it was. Like, I did notice that I didn't have a liquid dream until a long time after that. So I'm thinking, maybe that's the deal. If I do this, then I won't have those dreams. So I need to do that. And then it occurred to me, again, as smart as I was so delayed on certain things. It occurred to me, that's what showers are for. I'm pretty sure now I know that that's what most guys do, but I didn't think of that at the time. I'm like, oh. So yeah, that's when I got into oh my gosh, Mikey just loves to be super clean. He spends so much time in the shower.
You using all the Old Spice?
Oops.
Yeah, that was my first time that I self-loved myself. First time that I saw an adult movie. That's my story. I just wanted to share with you, just something silly. I hope you enjoyed this story. Like would be great, subscribe would be even better, but most importantly, comment. Oh, one thing that I do want to say is that, just to make things clear, there's certain things that I only post on certain social media, and I think I've mentioned that before. Like Facebook is going to have more of my I'll post just photos of a day that I'm having, or a meme, or how I'm feeling. That stuff is gonna go on Facebook because I think it belongs there. And then TikTok, I think, I can be a little spicy, especially a little feisty, especially when it comes to political stuff. And some of that stuff, again, I'll post everywhere, but then I'm probably gonna post the majority of that on TikTok. So if you do catch me on there, you're gonna see the more feistier me, and that's because I think the TikTok audience gravitates more towards that. And of course YouTube, that's my prime baby. That's my long form. That's where, like, my series, that's especially this video, but stuff that I really want to share, my innermost thoughts, things that have helped me out, things that I think can be beneficial, that's gonna go on YouTube, Facebook likes, they love the spicy stuff on Facebook. You get my point, right? I say that because you should be following me, subscribing to me, friending me, whatever you call it, on all the platforms, because you might see something on one that you're not going to see on others. But if you so happen to come across it, I just want you to know that it's just not, it's on purpose. There's no two sides of me or anything like that. It's all me, just different pieces of me. And that was a long way of me just saying that I wanted to apologize if I'm super like sweaty and just kind of salty and dingy. And the reason why is that today I've been a water baby. Since this morning, I went to the beach and then to the pool. Like I ate lunch looking out at the water. Like I've been by and in the water all day today. And so I just got home and I'm just like, bleh. I'm gonna post those definitely on Facebook, because again, that's kind of where I post the photo stuff for me. Yeah, check that out if you want to. If you're not friends with me on Facebook yet, it's I am Mikey Vera. Same thing for TikTok, Instagram, everywhere else. Bye.